First of all, hello to everyone. Thank you for coming. So my name is Markki, and I'm actually, first of all, an entertainer. I've loved being on stage as a theater performer, and interestingly enough, I was raised in the Rent era. So I just want to start with that. I learned exactly how it was in the 80s without protection, and how it was a death sentence for so many. That even in my high school years, when I fell in love with this show, did I really question and wonder if you can live a full life if you get infected with HIV. I moved to Switzerland for college, and over there, everyone was just so learned. They told me that, everyone, not just the LGBT community, every single person needs to go and get tested. Over there, they even have needles accessible to people so that they don't reuse other needles for potential spread. So it became something so near and dear to me. I remember the first time that I got tested, and I was so scared because I went by myself. Actually, I went with a friend, and I was like, oh my gosh, what if I am positive? And she held my hand. She was like, you know what? At least you're doing this. It's the first step, and if you know your status, you're good, right? And it continued. Like, moving to the Philippines, it was a whole different story. Because here, back in the 2010s, it was a huge stigma. Like, I would go into a hospital and be like, hey, can I go get tested? And they're like, for what? I'm like, HIV? And they're like, you sure you want to do that here? Like whispering. I'm like, yes, I would love to get that tested. And that hushed tones that came from them really made me realize that we really need to find a way to break that stigma. So as it progressed, I did musicals and plays, and I joined a play called Angels in America, which also tackled HIV in the 80s, and I understood more, and I grew more in my understanding about how now it's no longer a death sentence. Back then it was, once you get it, you're done. And then I did Rent, which further, I also met my co-star, Adrian Lindaya, who was just so brave in talking about his struggles and how he overcame that. And with that, I have always wanted to help support Love Yourself. I've been, I found out about them in 2012, 2013. I helped them out over back then. I was like, this shouldn't be a stigma. How many years later? I'm still so proud of how you have grown. And I continue to try to spread the word, not just on theater stages, but also on my radio show. I have a radio show called Morning Rush every morning on RX 931. We're a very inclusive show. In the beginning, when I first talked about HIV awareness, especially to the youth, finding out there was a very big spike in cases, my boss talked to me, they're like, are you sure you want to talk about this? I'm like, yes. This is the most important place to talk about this, because there are people who already understand it. The people who follow Love Yourself, people who follow HIV awareness, understand it. But the ones who don't, the ones who are hiding in the shadows, the ones who are younger, the ones who are on their way to school and don't know how to accept themselves for who they are, yet, it opens their eyes. I'm not alone. I can go to Love Yourself. I can go to different clinics, other clinics. There are multiple clinics that do this all around the Philippines, which is great. And I'm just so thankful to have this platform to continue to be able to talk about it. And my boss's minds have opened up. They're like, yes, it's important, because finding out last year, especially 2 years ago, the cases have been rising. And it's also because more people are getting tested, which is essential. And I will never stop. I will continue to talk in the mornings from 6 to 10 a.m. I know some people think that it might, especially a lot of the ones who don't want to hear. I will let them know. You have to listen to me. If you want to listen to the show, you got to listen to a little bit of this too. So that's one of the platforms I use to kind of spread the word every morning and try to let people know, you know, you're not alone. Please go get yourself tested, know your status, and let's stop AIDS spread in its tracks.